Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to your daily dose of coffee with Corey. I really need to start showering before these. It's so gross. I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell bedhead all back here? No? Right? See it? Yeah. It's all over the place. It's crazy. It's crazy. Today, haircut needed. What's wrong with me today? Why am I not speaking sentences? This is weird. You're crazy, Corey. Okay, so, welcome back. Welcome back. It's Thursday. We've already been doing this since, what, Tuesday? Monday? When did we start? I don't know. We started again a day this week. So this is like, it's daily, okay? It's back to being daily. So I've been editing some videos and I've gotten those done. And those actually won't be out until tonight. But I did promise that South Park would be out tonight, so here's hoping. Here's hoping. So I haven't started 2.5 yet, and I might not right away, but I will soon. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, so I'm reading the comments right now on the yesterday's Daily Dose. And it seems to me like a lot of you guys want to see classic games, right? So Final Fantasy 7, 8, 10. I'm looking at Titan Twins. 7, 8, 10. Well, those are going to happen on the channel. Those are all games that I definitely want to cover extensively. And I will. I totally will. In fact, I'm also going to be covering, eventually, Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core on the PSP. That will also be covered on the channel. I'll be doing that right after Final Fantasy 7. So I'll play Final Fantasy 7, the original PlayStation 1 game. I'm going to wait for it to come out on the PlayStation 4 store, though, which it is soon, I believe. It's the Steam version, so it comes with the achievements and everything else. So, or trophies, whatever. So I'm going to wait for that. Excuse me. So I'm going to wait for that, and then when that comes in, that'll be great. And we can play that, and then Crisis Core. And then for Final Fantasy VIII, that's of course a standalone game, so there's nothing that follows that. Although I wish, out of all the games, I wish 8 had a sequel. 10, we're going to be doing 10, and then 10-2, because I have the remastered PlayStation 3 version. I'm thinking about getting the PlayStation 4 one. I'm not entirely sure. It depends. I want to get the Elgato. I think I've talked about this in a previous Daily Dose, but I want to get the Elgato before I record any more PlayStation 4 footage, because the HD PVR Gaming Edition 2 that I have is awful. Awful. It freezes all the footage. I lose hours upon hours of footage. Actually, Hapog in general is actually pretty terrible for me as of late. South Park has been doing the same thing. It keeps freezing. Everything keeps freezing on it, and it's awful. It's so annoying. So those are going to be covered, as well as Final Fantasy 12, 13, the 13 series, because I've only played 13. I haven't played any of the other ones. I know a lot of people hate it, so I'm not necessarily one of those people. I do think it wasn't a good Final Fantasy game, but it was a good game. I might even go back to the roots and play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 Final Fantasies as well. Eventually, those are things that, excuse me, those are things that are going to be covered on the channel. I hope. I really do hope. And then, hopefully, the plan is to finish 2.5 entirely. That includes Birth by Sleep. The goal is to get that all done and on the channel by the time Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. And then, as soon as Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, I am literally not doing anything but playing it and recording it in its entirety and then uploading it for you guys. That's the plan anyways, is to play that when it first comes out and just play it, beat it, put it out there for you guys right away. Because God, that game is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I can't wait. I really can't. I can't wait. So I was thinking about getting Bloodborne, but I'm not. So that's not going to be covered on the channel. I know a lot of other YouTubers are covering it, so there's no point in me. But what I want to do is find out what games. Oh my God. Video game releases. So I'm curious what other games are coming out, coming up anyways. So that might be cool to look at some other games that are going out and see if there's any newer ones that are coming out. So the Order 1886 was a game that I wanted to get and cover on the channel. Unfortunately, because it's such a scripted game, I don't think it's really going to do that well on the channel. So I don't think that's going to happen anymore. But I also didn't buy it yet. So I haven't played it, and honestly, it didn't really get that well of reviews. So that might be a game that I skip out on, I think. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is also a game that I was thinking of playing, and I don't know if you guys are even interested in that. I am, though. I think I love Dragon Ball. And then there's nothing else really that I'm seeing that is like, yes, I need to get that coming up anyways. Final Fantasy Type 0. What is up with this cough? My god. So Final Fantasy Type 0 might be an option, although I haven't heard really great things about it at all. That's all that's coming out. The Handsome Collection for Borderlands, but I'm not playing that on the channel. That's pretty much it. Jeez. Jesus. Mortal Kombat 10, Mortal Kombat X, is coming out April 14th. That'll be a game I'll look at. I love how this is what I'm doing on the Daily Doses. I'm looking at game releases. It's a gaming channel, guys, okay? I wish I could do The Witcher 3, but I still haven't beaten 2, so I can't. I can't do it. And I also want them all on the same thing, and my computer can't handle Witcher 2 anymore. So that's not going to happen. Yeah, there's nothing really coming out that I'm super, yes. Not until like maybe June, you know? So that's basically it for today, I think. I mean, the games that are coming out aren't that great, to be honest. Nothing it really piques my interest, except obviously Batman Arkham Knight and everything else. Everything else so far looks pretty, My thoughts exactly. No. So Final Fantasy Type 0 might be a game that we add to the list, and as well as Dragon Ball Xenoverse might be a thing that we add in for just like little fun things every now and then, but not like a actual series. The character roster is pretty huge for Xenoverse, pretty damn huge. Almost every character you can imagine is in it. It's crazy. It's crazy talk. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we're gonna. That's it. That's all that's happening. That's all that's happening. But I promise we'll get into that gaming stuff soon. We'll get into it. The channel is slowing down though, growth-wise. It's totally slowed down. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Maybe because I took a month off. But no, in the past like 3 days we've gotten a subscriber, I think, and barely any views. So it's gonna take a while, I think, to kick it back up to where it was before the hiatus. That's the thing, though. That's what sucks, is I had to take the hiatus right when the channel was, like, gaining steam, and, what poops. What poops. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, never give up, never surrender.